Hello everyone! Today I'm showing you how to make the super easy crochet leaf chain. It's perfect for beginners. It's literally one stitch, just repeat, and that's it. So simple, so fun, and honestly, it looks cute with every single outfit. These are the tools that you will need for this tutorial. I am using this yarn by Premier Yarns. It is basically a blend of a lot of yarn types. So I'm just going to leave the link to this yarn in the description below. It also has golden flakes. I don't know if you can see that, which makes it perfect for the chain leaves. I am also going to be using a 3mm hook. We will also need a chain. You can use any if you have. If not, I got this from Amazon. It was about $5, so you can just get it off Amazon. I'm also going to be using this crimping tool to help me loosen these loops on the chain and attach it to my leaf chain. And finally, scissors. We're going to start by making a slip knot. So basically, you loop the yarn around two of your fingers, insert your hook through that loop, and pull the yarn. And just pull up. And now you have a slip knot on your hook. Then you are gonna chain 3. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. This tutorial works the Tunisian stitch. So this is what we're gonna be doing throughout this tutorial. So as you can see here, we have 3 loops. Each V counts as 1 loop. So we're gonna turn over and you're gonna notice these back loops. So this is 1 back loop, 2 back loops, 3 back loops. So we're gonna be working into these 3 back loops, which are basically vertical lines that are at the back of the 3 chains that we just made. We have our hook back here. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna skip the first back loop, insert our hook into the second back loop, yarn over, and pull the yarn. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. You're gonna do this again with the last back loop over here. We're gonna insert our hook in that back loop, yarn over, and pull the yarn. Now we have 3 loops on our hook. Now, after we're done, we're gonna yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2 again. So what we just did over here is the return pass. So when we inserted our hook and pulled through the yarn, that was a forward pass, and then when we pulled through 2 loops, that was a back pass. So this is what we're going to be continuing for this tutorial. So now we are going to be working the forward pass. Before you start, you can notice the back loops on this row. So if you just turn your project sideways, you can see some back bumps on this side. So what you're gonna do is you wanna insert your hook into the first back loop, yarn over and pull, then insert your hook into the second back loop, yarn over and pull. So now we have 3, just like the last round, but at the end of every round, we have to insert our hook into that first chain that we did, yarn over, and pull through. So in this round, we have 4 loops on our hook. In the first round, we had 3. So as we're increasing the round, we are increasing the loops that we have on our chain. So for the next round, we're gonna end up having 5 loops. This is a way that you can check your work. So after this forward pass, we're gonna do the return pass or the back pass. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we stop when we only have 1 loop. So now you can see the back loops here again. I think it's a little bit hard to see using this yarn, but it will be very clear that they are going to be this vertical bar over here. So we are going to be inserting this back loop over here. This is 1, and then inserting into the back loop another back loop. So now you have 4. Don't forget that first chain that we're going to finish every row in. So now we have 5. So now for the return pass, we're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then you have a mini leaf complete. So you're going to be repeating this row until you have the size of the leaf that you want. So I will be doing one more with you. So we're going to insert our hook into the first back loop, pull through, and just keep it on your hook. Insert into the second back loop, yarn over, pull through, insert, yarn over, pull through, insert, yarn over, pull through. Now we have 5. Don't forget the last one. Insert and pull. So now we have 6. So now we are going to yarn over and pull through 2. Oops, it's in the way. And there we have it. So my advice for you is to try to keep your tension as loose as possible, but not too loose, just so it's easy for you to see these bumps in the back. This is the first one. This is the second one. This is the third one, fourth one, fifth one, and do not forget this last chain. I will finish and I will meet you when I'm done. I absolutely love this stitch. It's very satisfying to work with and it's super easy. All you have to do is just do a forward pass of just inserting, yarning over, inserting, yarning over, and then just the backward pass, which is just yarning over, pull through 2. It is just super satisfying. It's looking really pretty. I absolutely love the details that you're just working with rows, 1 stitch, and it's giving you a really pretty shaped leaf. And by the way, it's okay if your project is curling inwards. This is what this stitch does. It usually curls the projects inwards or outwards, however you're working with it. But don't worry, we're gonna do something to address that later. Okay, so right now, instead of just cutting off your yarn and making another leaf, we are going to continue on with this project. After you're done with the return pass of your last row, we are going to chain 3. So basically, we are going to assume that we're just starting from scratch, but with these 3 chains. So just like how we started before, we are going to work into the back bumps of these 3 chains. So we're going to skip the first back loop only for this first chain, insert our hook in the second back loop, yarn over and pull, and insert our hook into that last back loop, which is going to be the last loop or space that we're going to be inserting for every row. So we're going to yarn over and pull, and now we have 3, just like how we started. So we're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And now we're just going to continue working the Tunisian stitch just like how we did. So we're going to insert our hook into that first back loop, yarn over, pull, into that second back loop, yarn over, pull, and then into that first chain, yarn over and pull. Now we have 4. So keep pulling through 2 until you have 1 left. So as you can see, this is how we are going to continue working the leaves. So after you're done with 1, you're just going to chain 3, do the same steps as we did over here, and you're just going to keep working until you get the desired length that you want. Here is the second leaf done. So as you can see, it's going to be building up into a long leaf chain. So moving from here, after you're done, after you got it to the same size as the first one, just chain 3 and repeat the process. So at this point, you should be having a really long leaf chain. So for my project, I only crocheted 12 of the leaves. The next step would be attaching the chains. So there are 3 different parts into this. First of all, you will have to break the chain one by one to attach them between the leaves. So basically, you're just going to insert it in that first chain of every leaf and that last stitch of the leaf before it. So as you can see, I have attached 1 loop between each leaf. The second part would be attaching this clasp onto either ends of your chain. I chose this end to just attach it over here. And then at the other end, I just attached a really long chain. So this will kind of be just styling it across the chain as I wear it. You can make it as long or as short as you want. Like you can just make it to the length of your waist and just close it right here. And this could be just doodling down. In case you're wondering, here are the measurements for how I made my chains to be. Just as a reference, I'm also going to show you how to take off these loops using the tool that you have. So you'll basically just hold it from one end and just twist it with your hand and the tool, and that's it. And you will have it over here, and then you will get your chain, insert it in that last stitch into that first chain, just like that, and then you are going to tighten it just like so, and that's it. There you have it. You're just going to keep doing that across all leaves that you have, as well as attaching the long chain and the clasp. Okay, so now for the secret of how I made my chain really stiff. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but like my leaves here are very like fragile. They're just like curling in, but I had to do an extra step which made it kind of solid. As you can see over here, they're not curling, they're straight solid, like it's very stiff. We are gonna do a little bit of cooking, not too much of cooking, just a little bit. We are gonna need 1 tablespoon of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of cold water. We are gonna mix it all well together, and you're gonna notice that we just have a thick liquidy kind of a mixture just like so. Now on medium heat, we're going to heat up half a cup of water, and after it heats up, we're gonna put this solution in, and we're just gonna keep stirring until we get a thin gel texture. So this is the solution that we have. It's kind of a thick liquid, very clear. Make sure that the solution cools down before you start this step. So what you're gonna do, let's assume that you have your long chain here with me. You're just going to dip your project on both sides, so front and back, and you are going to gently with your hands just take out the excess from the leaf. You're gonna do the same for the other leaf. Just dip it in from both sides and take off the excess from it. So you will see that it's creating this very transparent texture. Don't be scared to do this. Like, it's gonna look like you have a darker project right now, but once it dries out, it will go back to normal, but just more of a stiff texture. So after that, you're going to put your project on wax paper or just any surface and just shape the leaves into the shape that you want it to be after they dry. So this is the shape that it will take once it dries. And that's it. So you can dip 2 leaves at a time and then go for the other leaves. Depending on how you want to place your project, it's up to you, but just make sure that you shape them. Don't stretch them out too much. Just keep them the way they are, because this is the way that it's going to dry into. And then you're just gonna leave it from 24 to 48 hours to dry. Just let it air dry. It will give the best results. So yeah, now it's all about patience and just waiting for it to dry. Another tip that I've been hearing from everyone to do is to use a lighter to help get rid of all the fuzz over here. And that's all for the crochet leaf chain. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below and I will get back to you. And if you make one, please tag me on Instagram so I can see it. It honestly means so much to me seeing your creations. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.